Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to the Daily Packers Post, where we provide in-depth coverage of your Green Bay Packers every day, Monday through Friday. Make sure to hit like and the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Today, we're going to discuss why the Green Bay Packers should be signing offensive lineman Zach Tom to an extension this offseason, and realistically, the sooner the better. And if you look at the big picture, the Packers have three offensive linemen who started last year, who are all going to be unrestricted free agents next offseason if the Packers don't sign them to a new deal. That is guard Sean Rhyan, left tackle Rasheed Walker, and right tackle Zach Tom. All three of them part of the draft class of 2022, and they're in the fourth and final year this coming season of their rookie entry-level contracts. So why Zach Tom? Why should he be the big priority? Let's face it, he has graded out as the Packers' best offensive lineman in each of the last two seasons. And those are the two seasons he was a starter. His first year, he started 5 games, mostly in the second half of the season when injuries hit. But in the last 2 years, he has been the starting right tackle. And, Pro Football Focus had him in the top 5 among all qualified offensive tackles as far as his PFF grade was concerned. He played 562 pass blocking snaps and only allowed 3 sacks all year. And he also had the best run blocking grade of any Packers offensive lineman. Josh Jacobs gaining more than 1,300 yards. A lot of that had to do with the strong blocking of Zach Tom. He's come a long way from being a 4th-round pick out of Wake Forest. And, one thing the Packers look for in their offensive linemen, that is versatility. And Tom may have as much versatility as anybody. He has played both right and left tackle, both right and left guard, and he can play center as well. So here is a guy who, realistically, if you want to get your best 5 linemen on the field, having one of them be Zach Tom, if another guy gets hurt, Tom can move, he can, switch positions and definitely help you put your best 5 on the field, even if 1 or 2 players are unavailable and out of the lineup. Now, Tom earned a bonus that is handed out by the NFL because of his strong play last year. So his cap hit in 2025 will now be $3.4 million. And, that is still an unbelievable bargain for a guy who is graded out as an elite right tackle. And we know, tackle is the best paid of the offensive line positions, even if the Packers decide, hey, you know what, Zach Tom, we want you to play guard next year or center next year. They're going to have to pay Zach Tom as an offensive tackle because he's not going to sign for center or guard money. Now, we know Josh Myers is not coming back. He left as a free agent during the offseason. They added Aaron Banks at guard. So, everyone is speculating that it's likely that, Elton Jenkins moves to center. It's possible they try that with Tom, but I think Jenkins makes more sense. So we'll see, how that ends up playing out. But SpotTrack.com estimated that for a 4-year extension, Zach Tom would get roughly $86.7 million. That would make him the second highest paid offensive tackle in the NFL behind only Detroit's Penei Sewell. And I think that's kind of the way you would estimate that the market would go. But why signing Tom sooner rather than later? Well, a couple of reasons. For one thing, the cap goes up every year, and every other potential free agent signing or player that another team signs to an extension only drives the price up. It's not going to drive the price down. So the longer you wait, the higher the market ends up being set for. And that only makes it more expensive to sign him later rather than sooner. The other aspect of it is you have uncertainty on the offensive line right now. We mentioned the departure of Myers, Banks coming in. We don't know where Jordan Morgan is going to be. He could play right guard, he could play left tackle, or he could not start anywhere really along the offensive line. But here's the other thing. You've got 3 starters with expiring contracts. Offensive line is a unit that maybe more than any other benefits from continuity and chemistry. And obviously, those are related. When you are very familiar with the player next to you and what he's going to do in a given situation, that allows the offensive line to really get the job done well. And, there's like nonverbal communication, anticipation, coordination that goes into the success of a good offensive line. And the Packers offensive line, the Packers running offense was top 5 in the league. They were top 5 in the league in sack percentage allowed. So they're doing a good job. And if you can lock up your best offensive lineman for another 3, 4, 5 years, in my mind, you do it. You do it before the price goes up, before you risk losing him to free agency, and it just makes the team better. So hopefully Brian Gutekunst is on top of this. He can get that signing done, and we can move on from there. Don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and check out our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles about your Packers Monday through Saturday. Saturday, we have a history article. This past Saturday, we talked about Don Beebe's career game against the San Francisco 49ers on Monday night back in 1996, an overtime comeback win for the Pack. So check that out as well. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe, and thank you so much for watching the Daily Packers Post with Gil Martin. And of course, go Pack Go.